we have Chris Ortiz with NewsCastic, and I've been getting a lot of buzz about this lately, all over cyberspace.
I'm so glad to hear that. That's our goal. You know?
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm hearing a lot from you guys.
Good.
NewsCastic, for those who haven't heard about it yet, is?
Sure. So it's a different type of local news. We write really fun, interesting, engaging stories that is shared on social networks. So you read our stories, you want to share them with your Facebook friends, you want to tweet them out, and that's our whole goal, is just to write really fun stories that you can't help but click on and want to share with your friends.
And very relatable to people in New Mexico.
Totally. It's all local content written by local writers, so they know what people are about in Albuquerque. So when you're reading a story, our goal is to say, oh my gosh, totally, that's totally how it is.
Yeah.
Whether we're talking about green chili or drivers or Thanksgiving in New Mexico, these are all stories that everyone here can relate to.
Yeah. And so one of our stories, let's say, 10 ways Albuquerque drivers are actually the worst in the world.
Right. So everywhere you live, everyone thinks, oh, we're the worst drivers, but we make the case that Albuquerque has the worst drivers. And these are all fun ones. Like, no one uses a turn signal here.
I like the picture of the girl with the makeup, the coffee, and the texting.
Right.
She's doing it all.
We wish that was more comical, but that's probably a everyday occurrence driving I-40, I-25, right?
Yeah. And my biggest thing is people just merge all of a sudden.
Yep.
Like, blinker, hello!
Yeah.
Did you not see me? That actually happened this morning.
Yep.
What I like, Chris, though, is you're not afraid to make fun of us.
Yeah.
As Albuquerqueans.
Right. And it's all in good humor. And because we live here and we love Albuquerque, but we can also poke fun at some of the things that we all deal with.
We all know we're a little screwed up here and there.
Bit, yeah. Yeah.
In a good kind of way.
Right.
But we also talk about a lot of things like what New Mexicans love. So there's an article on that. It's 30 things New Mexicans love. 30
things. This was a fun one. And so I was born in New Mexico, but I grew up in Colorado. So I moved here about 5 years ago, and this was based on the last 5 years, the 30 things that I just think every New Mexican loves.
Yeah.
And some was like green chili, the obvious one.
Oh, of course.
But other things like Blake's Burgers, it's kind of like our local In-N-Out. Like, I don't think you can eat any chain can really beat Blake's.
No.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah. Another thing is Dion's Ranch. I mean, I know people that go
to. Yeah. All my grown children live out of state. When they come back, they go have Dion's Pizza and get the ranch dressing.
Yeah.
Right. That's the only experience you can have in New Mexico. You know, Dion's is so part of our culture here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big.
It is. It's big. It's big. When you're picking through stories, and you guys, I don't want to say you're not a serious news site, but you're looking at news through a different lens, aren't you?
Right.
So it's more entertainment.
It's more entertainment.
Infotainment. Interesting items.
Right, we're supposed to complement your daily news. You know, you read the local news on the Journal or KOB, but then you also have NewsCastic that kind of gives you a more engaging outlook on Albuquerque.
More of like a fun outlook, I think.
Yep.
I read something that was really interesting. We were actually talking about it on the show, I think last week. It was about the fake IMAX. That's kind of created an uproar lately because everyone was so excited, we're getting an IMAX, and then we get it, and it's like, wait a second.
So
it's not.
I wrote that story.
Yeah.
And it's because I used to live in Colorado. We have an IMAX.
Yes.
And so when I heard about the IMAX here, I wrote that story. But I have to confess, I went to see the Hunger Games on Friday at the new IMAX. Amazing.
Yeah.
So
it still is an amazing
I decrow and say it's still an amazing experience. Probably the best theater experience you can have.
Did you wear a disguise when you went in there?
I did. I went in when it was dark and just kept the head down so no one would throw popcorn at me and kick me out.
It's him. Get him.
So I owe Regal an apology letter. Like, okay, it's actually an amazing theater and you should go check it out. It was awesome.
It definitely is an amazing theater, but I mean, I am a little disappointed we couldn't get a real IMAX because the closest one isn't in Denver.
Yeah. Well, you take what you can get.
I guess so.
We'll take it.
We get used to that here.
We will take it. As you look forward on NewsCastic, where do you think you're going with the website?
Well, we want to grow our audience so we can really go into more daily reporting. The real goal here is to report on the news in people's communities. So if you have a local basketball team that's not being covered by your newspaper, we want to be able to set it up where a local business can sponsor that story, so we can hire a local reporter, go cover that, and deliver that real community news that's sometimes missing in our media landscape.
So really cool.
Yeah. So while we're doing in the meanwhile is really building that audience so we can have that attention on us. So.
Yeah. So what do we have to look forward? Any cool articles this week with Thanksgiving upon us?
Well, we did have a Thanksgiving story, and we have about 10 items that are essentials for New Mexico. For New Mexican Thanksgiving. One is green chili turkey.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Of course.
Turkey enchiladas, green chili stuffing. You notice a lot of green chili items, but you can really put green chili in everything. And there's recipe links to all the items. So if you're still planning your Thanksgiving menu, you can do that.
I like it.
Now we have an image here. Is it Golden Pride or... it's Golden Pride. Tell us about this. Let's put it up on the screen.
That's part of
the
what
Frontier
New Mexicans
and the
love,
Golden Pride, sure.
Right.
You got to have your breakfast.
You got to have it here. I feel like it's almost a crime if you have guests in town not taking the Golden Pride or Frontier.
Right. And of course the big, I'm going to say donuts, but that's not it. What is it called? They're notorious for it. Somebody help me out here.
Cinnamon rolls.
Cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, the size of your head.
The butter and stuff on it.
You have to go, no matter what, if you're going for dinner or breakfast, you have to always get the cinnamon roll. It's a must.
I agree.
We had a bunch of family in town, not this weekend, but last weekend, and they were out cruising around town and found it on their own.
Yeah.
I didn't even tell them to go there. They found it.
That's awesome.
The buzz is everywhere.
Yeah.
So I love it. I love it. Yeah. NewsCastic is put together by you, and who else is involved?
We have three. We have three other co-founders: Eric Paradis, Mahesh Pahaz, and then we have Adam Wimsett.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
so
cool.
we're all from Albuquerque, and we just thought this would be a great concept. And so far, we haven't been proven wrong. So we're super excited about what we're doing.
It's amazing. So, I mean, all I'm hearing is good things.
That's good, right?
And I'm enjoying reading it myself, so it's been awesome. So.
If somebody wants to contribute, let's say you have a TV show or something like that, and you want to...
like you do.
Yeah,
right.
if there's an article or something you want to contribute, do you guys allow that?
That is a great question, and really that's the point of NewsCastic. Anyone can go on and self-publish. We are a community platform for anyone who wants to write or share stories. We're working with nonprofits to set up accounts and newscasts so they can help get the word out about their cause, about fundraisers, about into their efforts. So that's really an awesome way for people who they don't have an outlet.
Yeah.
You can come to NewsCastic, write your stories, share your videos, share your photos, and people in the community will read them and share them.
It's like top 5 ways to get on the morning brew, or.
That's a great story idea.
That would be a great story.
We'll work on that.
Okay, I'm gonna come up with some stuff and contribute. Why not?
I can't wait.
I love the idea that all are welcome.
Exactly.
Because that's where media is going now.
Yeah.
And all this sharing and info swapping.
And speaking of sharing, where can we find you guys? You're all over.
We're everywhere. So newscastic.com. We're on Facebook. Look for us on ABQ Newscastic. Twitter, ABQ Newscastic. You search for us, you'll find us.
Yeah. I think Twitter's where I found you guys.
Yeah.
So
I guess you guys are going to be on regularly with us, and we'll talk about some stories and things like that. I love it.
Until you kick us off, yeah.
No, you're welcome here. Well, we hope everybody there at NewsCastic has a super Thanksgiving.
Same to you guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Enjoy your time, and I'm glad you guys are on the scene, and we'll be talking a lot going forward the rest of this year and into 2014.